What's good, YouTube, man? It's your boy JohnnyLox, aka. Hold up, tripping, man. You know, I just came from the gym, so had to keep that thing covered to preserve the retwist and look. Okay, so yeah, this is what we looking like right here, real quick. All right, let me see if I can do this. See if I can pull this off. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy JohnnyLox, aka Mr. Ooh-wee. Back with another video, man, and y'all can tell by the title and I feel like I slung something out of my head. Maybe I didn't, I'm just tripping. Okay, you can tell by the title and the thumbnail what this video is about. So it's been almost a year since I started my lock journey, my second lock journey. For those of you who are new to the channel, the reason why I cut my first set of locks is because I had some thinning on the top and the crown of my head, and I decided to cut it because I wanted to figure out what the issue was, a way to treat it, and jump back in the game. Basically, what I'm here to talk about is something that some males deal with. If you're young, you're probably not dealing with it yet, or you may be dealing with it right now. But basically, there is a such thing called male pattern baldness, and this could be genetic, and it also just could be something that could be happening because of stress. There are a lot of different reasons why men experience male pattern baldness, and not just women. I mean, not just men, but some women too experience it too. It could be because of the way that you're treating your scalp or not treating the scalp. It's a lot of different factors that go into it. But what we're here to talk about today is my routine for how I take care of my hair, the supplements or things that I'm using to help my hair to grow and be as healthy as possible. Because for those of you who don't know, I am 37. I just turned 37 in March, and I'm not ready to let go of my hair yet. To be honest with you, I am excited about my hair. I enjoy having my head, my full head of hair, and I'm gonna do whatever I can to hold on to it. Lord willing, the things that I'm doing actually work and help me to hold on to it. So the first thing I want to say is, when I first cut my hair, I did some research about some products and or some medications, and the first thing that I found that was recommended to me from my dermatologist was Rogaine, aka Minoxidil. So one thing that I found out over the time in my first set of locks is that the Minoxidil did not agree with my scalp, the Rogaine. So what would happen is there'll be this real greasy feeling on my scalp, and basically it would just irritate the mess out of my scalp, and I will end up scratching like crazy to the point where my scalp will be irritated, and it was really a problem, and I stopped using it. I actually saw some gains from the Rogaine, and I was using the foam. I actually started using the liquid version first with the drops. I used that first, and that's what was really irritating me. And then I ended up switching over to the foam. This was after I cut my hair, I believe, and the foam did not irritate me as bad. It was a hassle, basically, because it would dry out my hair, and it was getting harder to apply to the scalp. I did some more research and I found oral Minoxidil, and I wish that my dermatologist had recommended this to me from the jump, but I had never seen a dermatologist before, so I didn't know, I didn't even know it existed then. But what I found was oral Minoxidil. So oral Minoxidil is a pill that you basically have to take on the daily, 2.5 milligrams, I believe, and I take half of a pill every day or every night. That's when I take my stuff. I use a pill cutter, cut it in half, and I take a half every night. The difference between the topical Minoxidil, which is the Rogaine that you put on the outside, versus the oral that you actually take, is that the topical, it focuses more on the area wherever you put it. That's where the hair is going to grow. With the oral, it basically just goes through your system. Luckily for me, I've been taking it since the beginning of this journey. Actually, I think I've been taking it almost a year now. Yeah, it's been almost a year that I've been taking it now. I haven't noticed any hair growing in any crazy, ridiculous places. But I also have been noticing that, it has improved the hair on my scalp and where I need the improvements to be. So with the oral Minoxidil, like I said, I take half a pill every night, and that's step number one. Now, step number two was something else that I found out, is that there is a hormone called DHT that males usually produce around my age, in their 30s, where when this hormone rises, it causes hair loss. And it could be in different places. For some men, it can be directly in the crown. Others, it can cause a receding hairline, or sometimes it can be like right in the middle and you still retain your hairline and crown. It depends on your genetics. But basically, when that hormone rises, it causes more hair loss. So what I found was a medication called Finasteride. And Finasteride basically suppresses that hormone to help regrow hair that you have lost, and continues to suppress that hormone as long as you are taking it, and you can, get your hair back. Now, there's been a lot of studies and research that shows that, as long as you take this, you will have hair. You can be 50, 60, 70. As long as you're taking it, you will be perfectly fine. What I've experienced as far as is concerned, it's a 1 milligram tablet that they prescribe you to take every night. So in the beginning, I was taking it every night as prescribed, and that basically stopped any hair loss progression. So any areas where I thought I was losing hair, which was in my crown and on the top of my head, which is why in my first set, locks were breaking off in the shower because of the weight, and the hair was thinning out and stuff. I noticed that the hair started growing back. And in the beginning of taking these, the Finasteride and the oral minoxidil, there's a small period where you go through where you kind of shed hair a little bit. But then once it really gets in your system and gets going good, then you'll start growing hair, and you'll start to retain hair, and then you'll start growing more hair. Let's say that. I'm trying to put this in simplest terms as possible. Now, the number one question that people ask is, what are the side effects of these drugs, or these medications? I don't call them drugs, but technically they are. So as far as the oral minoxidil is concerned, I've done some research on it. I don't know every little piece, but as a man, I think the main thing that we concerned about is it still gonna work? Am I still gonna be able to get down when it's time to get up? Am I gonna be able to get up? Am I gonna be able to perform? So that's the main thing that we think about. And the honest truth is, when it comes to the oral minoxidil side effects, there are no sexual side effects with oral minoxidil, so you don't have to worry about that. When it comes to the Finasteride, I will tell you from experience, yes. This is just me. Now, it could be different for some of you out there who may already know about Finasteride, but when I was taking the Finasteride as prescribed, one milligram tablet every night or every morning, it did. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, libido, desire, drive, everything started going down, and I ain't like it. So I was like, okay, so I got these couple drugs here, the oral minoxidil and the Finasteride. How can I, find a way to retain my hair growth and my gains without losing that side of things? Because if I had to choose between the two, it's a no-brainer.
What?
It's a no-brainer, you feel me? I'll just be Johnny, ain't gonna be no locks. So what I had started doing is I started digging around, doing some more research, and what I found out, and I don't want to give exact sources, because this is just like little small paragraphs and articles that I pulled from all over the internet and from other people's testimonials and what they've experienced and stuff. But basically, with the Finasteride, there are different ways that you can modify the dosage. So as prescribed, you take it Monday through Friday, one milligram tablet Monday through Friday, or every day, basically. That's when you're supposed to take it. But what I did is, this is just for Finasteride. Instead of taking it every single day, I broke it down even more, and I started taking a tablet Monday, a tablet Wednesday, and a tablet on Friday. I kind of spread it out throughout the week to see what it would do, because I figured as long as I was taking it with the minoxidil, then it would still have the efficiency so that it would actually still work as it should. So there's like a 70% efficacy rate for this Finasteride, and from what I've heard from people, when they've broken it down, it helped on the side of the side effects, where they didn't have the side effects weren't as bad. and also they still retain their hair gains. So what they say, what the doctors say is that the Finasteride, one tablet of 1 milligram of Finasteride it will last in your system. It'll last basically a month, like 30 days. And don't quote me on this. Now, this is just stuff that I've kind of done, and I say, you know what, I need to let these people know exactly what's going on, because if they decide to do it, and this is what they can look forward to, you know. If you're taking it Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, that's what I was doing. I didn't see any change in my hair. My wife was doing my retwist, and she said everything still, you know, looked good. You know, the areas that I was having issues, you know, hadn't gotten any worse, but you know, they had actually gotten better, and I hadn't had any loss or anything like that, and everything, you know what I'm saying, on the other side was still good. You feel me? So Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays was cool. So I think what ended up happening, oh wait, I just still want to touch on it now. If you taking the shelf life, or basically the life of the Finasteride in your system for one tablet is like 30 days. So taking it that much, you have enough in your system to where you can skip like a day or two, you know what I mean? As long as it's like filling up a tank, and then you kind of tapering off on the fill ups, and once you get to a certain level, you kind of stay there, and you just keep feeding it little by little. You kind of stay there, and it stays in your system. So basically that's what's happening. So broken down to Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And after breaking down on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, along with the oral minoxidil, it was still working fine. But to be honest, my libido and everything was still not where I wanted it to be. It wasn't, you know, where I was. But what I ended up doing is, to get things back to, you know, as normal as possible, I said, okay, well, how far can I take this dosage down to where it's still effective and it's still doing what I needed to do, but it's not giving me the side effects? So I did some more research. And basically what I end up doing now, is I'm taking that 1 milligram tablet, cutting it in half, so there's 0.5 milligrams, and I'm taking the 0.5 milligrams Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. So since I've been doing that, I've been trying to monitor my hair, first of all. I really was trying to monitor that first. So I've been looking at my scalp, looking at my hair, and trying to see if things, you know, if things were going backwards. And everything is still looking good at this point. And this has been, I would say this has probably been about a good 3 or 4 months that I've taken it down to the 0.5 milligrams on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 3 times a week basically. And I haven't seen any negative results. And also I have had, you know, positive results, you know, on the performance side as well. Things, you know, have pretty much gotten back to normal with me, and I feel good, you know. As men, you know, when things ain't going right in that area, it just kind of like messes up with your head and with your life in general. I'm just keeping it a buck with y'all, man. I'm just keeping it a buck with you. But so that's where I am now as far as the oral minoxidil and the Finasteride. I take a half a tablet of the oral minoxidil, half a tablet of the oral minoxidil every night, and a half a tablet of the Finasteride 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, basically. And that basically keeps me, you know, as far as the hair gains and the growth, that helps me to retain, you know, I guess what I was losing the first time around. And as far as my regular routine goes, like I said, I get up every morning, mist my hair with the Jamaican mango and lime, more so with the water and the Jamaican mango and lime itch spray. And every now and then, like, I may oil my scalp a little bit tonight because it's feeling kind of dry right now. But I'll put a little light oil on that, touch that, and then I won't touch it anymore. I'll just be misting it like that. But anyway, man, so that's my routine. That's what's going on. If you have any questions about it, please leave it down in the comment section, and I will address it as best to my knowledge. And this is something, honestly, I'll continue doing research on it. As I find out more information, I'll come up here and I'll drop a video or a short or something and let y'all know exactly, you know, what I'm finding out. And I'll keep you updated on the progress and how my scalp is going and everything. But last thing I want to do is just show you guys where we are right now as far as my hair is concerned. I've had this retwist for about a little over a week, but I keep it covered mostly, especially when I'm going to the gym a lot. But I'm thinking that it's looking pretty good. Actually, I'm gonna slide around here and just kind of show y'all my problem, where I was having problems at. with my scalp and why I started taking this. So let me see if I can get this to focus properly. All right, I'm gonna have to back up a little bit so I can really make sure I'm showing y'all the right stuff. All right, so man, the exposure is crazy. All right, so this is the area right here where I thought where you know, stuff was starting to go downhill. I haven't had any bad results. Everything is back to growing the way that it should grow. I'm trying to look in the reflection of my phone to show y'all, but either way, man, everything is looking healthy. It's feeling healthy, to be honest with you. One of the signs that I knew that things were going back in the right direction is the fact that when I would shake my head, or you know, put my head down and let my locks fall forward on my first set and stuff, I could feel like my scalp would be itching when I shook my head up here and stuff, and I could just feel the difference in the locks. You know, they just felt totally different. They felt, I don't know, they felt tender, man, to be honest with you. Even on my scalp, I could feel it. But with this set right here, I don't have any of those problems. Everything feels as it should. Everything feels even. Same way that my hair is thick on the side is the same way that it feels on the top. So that's it, man. We going in the right direction. Like I said, if you have any questions, drop them down in the comment section below. If you like the video, hit that thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button. If you haven't already, what are you doing? Turn on that bell notification so you know when I'm posting videos. I'll holler at you on the next one. This is your boy JohnnyLox, aka Mr. Ooh-wee. I'll holler at you on the next one, man. Y'all hold it down. Peace. This is the realest video I made. I ain't even gonna lie. Woke up this morning, got me feeling brand new, like I know what to do. Got me feeling nostalgic. Ancestors sending clues, I'm sending